Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. So as promised, today's lesson is about simple past of regular verbs. So last video we have seen simple past of the verb to be. Now we are going to study the simple past or past simple of the of regular verbs. Okay, so let's start first. Let's consider these two examples. This is a quick review of simple present. Every summer holiday, I visit my grandfather in Rabat. He lives in a big villa. We spend great time. So this is every summer holidays. This is a habit that I do every holidays, not just in the past, in the present, and probably in the future. Notice the verb here. So remember in class we studied simple present. We agreed that the only difference is the S that is used with he, she, and it. Okay, now simple past. Last holidays I visited my uncle in Tangier. He invited us to a special party. We traveled by train. So notice this is only last holiday, so this is in the past. I visited my uncle. He invited us. We traveled by train. So notice the verb here. Okay, good. Let's now look at the texts you have on your textbooks on page 85. So before reading, what do you think these three extracts are about? We have Tony, Meg, and Bob. As always, you can always pause the video, and once you answer your questions, get back to the video and see the correction. Yes, you are right. The three students here are talking about their last weekend activities, things that they did last Sunday. Okay? Excellent. Next question. Let's read the text and underline the verbs in simple past. Okay, again, you can always go back to the page 85. There are some other questions you can do to understand more the text. So read the text and underline the verbs in simple past. Again, you can pause the video, and once you finish, get back to the video for the correction. Good. Alright, so the first conclusion you noticed from the verbs that you have underlined in the text, all of them are verbs followed by ed. So this is the first conclusion. The form of simple past of regular verbs is verb plus ed. Visit, visited. Play, played. Help, helped. Notice the pronunciation. Visit, visited. Play, played. Help, helped. Visited, d. Played, played, played. Helped, helped. Alright, so generally speaking, we have three categories of pronunciations. We have t, a d, and id. So look at the list of verbs, regular verbs we have here. Let's choose examples from this list and classify them according to the appropriate pronunciation. Okay, good. Let's look at the correction. So for the first category, cooked, helped, worked. The second category, closed, listened, opened, d. Studied, id, studied, wanted, wanted, waited. Okay, good. Now let's move on to the form. So previously we looked at the affirmative form. I watched a movie yesterday evening. In the morning, he listened to the news. They planted the flowers in the garden. Okay, so for the affirmative, as we said before, I watched, he listened, they planted. So subject plus verb plus ed. Watched, listened, planted. So it doesn't matter what the subject is, singular or plural, it's always the same form. Okay, now let's move on to the interrogative, the questions. Did you watch a movie? Did he listen to the news? Or when did he listen to the news? Did they plant trees? Where did they plant trees? Okay, so notice the form of interrogative. Yes, so the form of interrogative, whether the sentence starts with a W each question like what, when, where, or why, or it's a direct question like the ones we have here, it's always the auxiliary did plus the subject, did you, did he, did they. Okay, look at the verb watch, listen, plant. So the verb in infinitive, right? We don't need to use the ed here since we have the auxiliary. All right, so let's move on to the negative form. I didn't watch a documentary. He didn't listen to music. They didn't plant trees. Okay, look carefully at the form. Yes, so I didn't, he didn't, they didn't, subject plus did not or didn't. Look at the verb watch, listen, plant. So again, the verb doesn't change. The verb is in infinitive form. So didn't, did not, or didn't. All right, good. So that's the last conclusion. All right, let's move on now to some practice, some exercises. The first exercise, give the correct form of the verbs you have here between brackets. So some of these are affirmative, some are negative, and some are interrogative. So read them carefully, do the exercise, and we'll get back to correction. Exercise 2. Let's see if you can use the simple past form in questions. Okay, complete the following dialogues. All right. The last exercise, let's see if you can use simple past in writing and speaking in general. So I want you to write a short paragraph about your last summer holidays. These ideas can help you. So tell us about activities you did, places you visited, things you didn't do, how did you feel about it, things you liked, things you didn't like, people you met, special things about your last summer holidays, etc. So here is a form, a sample that you can use. You don't need to copy the same form. You can use a different one, but this is just to help you. My last summer holiday was really with my friends, my family. First of all, what did you do first? It was, how was it? Really liked, what did you like? After that. So try to use these kind of connectors. But we didn't, things you didn't do. I was really, describe your feeling. Then, after that, what are things that you did, activities, places you visited, maybe the last day, what did you do in the last day, and finish with a general conclusion. On the whole, my last summer holiday was, etc., etc. Okay, so do your homework, send it to me as always on our WhatsApp group or on my private email or on Teams, and then we'll get back to correction. And remember, practice makes perfect. Try to do as many exercises as possible. And as always, stay home and stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.